I feel like I'm at a weird stage in my social media career where I've gained a few followers here and there, nothing substantial, but I still don't have enough to where I can't see everybody who watched my stories. So everybody who watches my stories, I know who you are, right? Or I can see everybody who watches my stories. And it's kind of a beautiful period because you can really see who is actually watching you, right? And so what makes this interesting is that I personally don't follow a lot of people who aren't really in my life. Just because if I'm not really going to keep in contact with you, like I'd rather just not follow you. That's just me. I know it's different for a lot of people, but I'm in this kind of weird stage where I can see everybody who likes my stuff. I can see everybody who or who watches my stories, whether that be on Instagram, Snapchat. And I know that there's a lot of people who watch my stuff who just genuinely don't like me, and I'm like, why? My question is like, what's the thought process of watching somebody who you just don't like? It's really interesting and it's fascinating to me because I'm like, if I didn't like somebody, like what I would not have any interest in watching their like stories or like what's going on in their life. Like I just wouldn't care. So my question is like, what's the motive there? What are you thinking before you click on my story? Are you like, oh, let me see what's the tea, or like, are you just interested? And so it's always I've always questioned that. I'm like, does this person, I was like, why is this person watching my story? So I'm at a weird stage where I can see everybody who watches my stories. And it's kind of just funny how there's a lot of people who I see who just genuinely don't like me. I'm like, I'll take the attention, but like, I guess I kind of question the thought process of that. Like, what's going through your head? Because I would never do something like that. But anyways, let me know your thoughts about this. And this is going to be a message where I want you guys to appreciate, if you've been trying to gain a lot of following on social media, or you're trying to become, somebody on social media, through social media, understand that your personality is your greatest tool, and to appreciate the times when you don't have a lot of followers, because there actually is some benefits, right? There's some benefits to not having an enormous amount of people who follow and watch your stuff. So appreciate that. With all that being said, my friends, peace.